There you go. All right. There are 3 ways you can multiply by 2. One of them you've been doing since about 1st grade. Remember your skip counting?
Yes.
I remember every day you probably started by some sort of skip counting. I heard Miss Dorland's class just counting up to like 30s and 40s, and then you get into 1st grade and you start doing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. What you are doing is when you go from 2 to 4, how many do you add? 2. When you go to the next step up, how many do you add?
2.
And we know that multiplication is just repeated what?
2. Skip counting.
It's skip counting. And so if we're multiplying by 2, we're going to skip count by 2. So the first way to do it is think of your number line. And you have your, and I'm just doing it by 2. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if we want to do 2 times 5, you start at the 0 and you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 times 5 is
10.
10. Okay? So your first way to do it is skip counting. Okay, that's number 1. Your next way to do it is you can draw a picture. So we're going to do our 2 times 5 again. Now, if we're multiplying by 2, what size will the groups be?
5 in each group.
Think about it. 5 groups of 2. So when you're multiplying by 2, think groups of 2. So how many groups of 2 do we want to make? 5. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, from there, you can count it up using your skip counting, or if you don't feel comfortable with that, you can just count the dots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do we end up with the same answer?
Yes.
Okay. Or you can just make a multiplication sentence. You can do 5 times 2 equals that. And now, boys and girls, you remember that, 5 groups of 2 is 10. Or you can flip it around. Remember yesterday we learned that if you've got 2 times 5, or 5 times 2, what do you also know the answer to? Flip it around.
5 times 2, is that what you said?
Okay, if we know the answer to 5 times 2, flip it around. What do we also know the answer to?
2 times 5
There you go, 2 times 5.
equals 10.
Yes, we know it is the same answer. So, if I did 2 groups of 5, can you go 5 plus 5?
No.
Can you go 5? Yeah, you can.
Yes. Yeah.
What's 5 plus 5?
10.
Right there. So whether you do 5 groups of 2, or if I draw 2 groups of 5, there's 1 group of 5. 2 groups of 5. Is there 10 represented here?
Yeah.
Is there 10 represented here?
Yeah. 10.
All right. Or you can do an array. Remember our array? So if I was going to do 5 times 2 as an array, I'd do 5 rows of 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows, and there's 2 in each row. Because remember, there's 5 down times how many are in each row?
2.
5 times 2 is?
10.
Okay.
I thought it was 2.
Alrighty, you can hit it. Thank you.